Well, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, warm yet overcast day here in Alberta, and we are at the beginning, actually at the very north portion of the Sundance Park. We came to discover here these wild sculpture wreck trail, which has a large quantities of hoodoos. And you can tell nobody's been here in a long time. I don't think this is not a very well maintained path from what I can tell, and it doesn't look like there's been much people here in the winter. So yeah, this is the main area here. You get the parking lot at the top, you get the hoodoo trail on the one side, and then the skyline trail on the other, and it kind of wraps around the Beaver Lake here and it comes back around. The Wild Sculpture Trail offers a rare opportunity to view formations of sandstone that have been naturally sculpted by the wind. The rock sculptures reveal the peculiar geological design of the variable density sandstone that occurs in this unique valley. The Sundance Valley is narrow and protected with ridge rising above wooded slopes that descend sharply to the deep, clear waters of Sundance Lake. The peculiar skyline views of the valley are a great photo opportunity for all seasons, and the Wild Sculpture Trail is part of the Sundance Provincial Park. The Foothills Recreation Management Association, in partnership with the provincial government, manages and maintains this trail. You see here, this is the top of the park here, and the Sundance Lake is here, but the entire river portion is basically the provincial park. There's designated off-road vehicles over here. Marl Fen and Marl Fen Preservation Zone, I have no clue what that is. It's near Miller's Lake, and Edson's over here. There's a few backcountry campsites in here, which is kind of nice. Anybody who wants to go on a more easy hike and without having steep hills, right? And then if you want to have an RV or something like that, we can go check this out. There's Emerson Lake's campgrounds over here, and then there's also river access to the Athabasca. So what I've figured out is that I don't know how well they maintain the trail, but it looks like they don't maintain it at all from comments I've seen on all trails. We just got a fresh layer of powdered snow this morning. It makes my job a little bit more difficult to figure out what I need to bring. I'm looking at the ground here and it's all ice over top of a freshly packed layer of snow. So I'm gonna bring snowshoes, and I think I'm gonna start with cleats here. And I brought Oakley along here because I figured, at least in this spot here, I'm not gonna meet up with anybody, unlike some of the hikes in the national parks where you really have to keep them on a leash and keep them close. If we're in a spot where it's just me and him, just one quick whistle, and he's back here within seconds. He's a very well-trained pupper. Oakley and I are gonna gear up, and then we're gonna go on a little hike to visit some wind hoodoos. Peace out. So Oakley and I got to the first little bit here. It started to got up and down and left and right and a little bit steep, and then we got to this first opening. It's gorgeous, can't say anything less. All of these hoodoos, we just went up the first little ridge here. We're sitting on one right now and we're just surrounded by them, and as far as I can see, I don't know how long this lasts, but obviously it's been caused by wind erosion. On the other side you can see it's eroded there too. I'd have to go check it out to see if it's like that. It could be that a long time ago there was a river here, but the river being this high is kind of preposterous. I don't think it would make any sense. I'll believe the geologists when they say that this is caused by wind, which makes sense because it's really far away. It's a good like 3/4 of a kilometer on the other side at the same height. So I don't even know where this water would have came from a long time ago to create this, but I'm going to show you guys this here. This is our Saturday morning office here at the Wild Sculptures Trails in Sundance Provincial Park. now. Came back down from the side of that ridge and we had a nice view on the one side where you can see all the hoodoos on the side. One spot you can tell that erosion is kind of shifted over the trail. I'm surprised that Oakley was able to get over top of it and back around because it was quite the steep jump up. But I stopped here. So we're finding another little, once we get to the bottom of this ridge, now we're actually closer to lakeside, or closer to the height of the lake. You can see the sheer size of this sandstone here. It's kind of insane. It is the sheer cliff that you're stuck beside. And this goes way further. Last leg there, Oakley and I, because we're at the 4.5 kilometer mark and we've walked straight due south and then it kind of turned a little bit and then you can see there's some little lakes. This would be way prettier in the summertime. Oakley's being a good sport and he's enjoying. He's taking the lead on these trails. I didn't have to tell him to come back onto the trail once. I don't know why. He just puts his nose to the ground and knows where the trail is. Could be just because it's the easiest place to go. For about 1 kilometer we follow the little lynx tracks. Who was actually using the same trail as we were, so maybe he was just sniffing the lynx out. We're having fun, right buddy? Punch it! Yeah!